Alrighty, welcome back to Weenie Trades. So I'm going to be giving a quick red day recap. So here at Weenie Trades, we share the green days and the red days here at Weenie Trades. So usually I average about 1 to 2 red days a week, but because of risk management, they are almost always smaller than my green days. So my red days are small and my green days are medium or big. And so the whole point of this video is to show that you can learn from my mistakes and that never make a red day a loss because we're always here to learn and we can always get better and learn from our mistakes so we can minimize the red days even more and capitalize off them and not make the same mistake as often. So let's get into the trades. Our first trade of the day was on FSLY, and FSLY we had a nice good textbook setup. I really wish I could have caught it over the initial morning high. We created a pivot and we broke out, but I really liked FSLY, how we pulled back. We showed nice, good lower wicks. So I went ahead and went long FSLY just over 110. I waited for the 110 confirmation. And this is a pretty textbook setup that I'm comfortable in. And so I went ahead and went long FSLY just over 110. And I took a pretty big size in this one. And FSLY, I'm looking for a move through the high of the day on this type of setup. And my stop loss is just a little bit beneath this area. Well, FSLY slammed down. And then we started to break support, and right underneath 108.65, I had to stop out of a double-sized contract, and that really sucked. That was like minus $200. But later in the day, that's okay. Later in the day, we formed this nice, good bull flag pattern, and I was saying to Weenie Trades members during the live stream, hey, this is what we're looking for in a short squeeze. There's a decent amount of shorts in FSLY, I bet. And look, we just formed this nice, good bull flag. Buyers are not selling this at high prices. We're making higher lows as we're going through. This is a nice good bull flag, ascending triangle, whatever you want to call it. All I know is that it's a nice good easy setup, and boom, I went ahead and went long FSLY over 111 this time with a nice good stop loss of 110.70. So this time I only have a 30-cent risk, so that's a lot nicer. And boom, we get this nice good push up, and then we made a higher high with not a lot of follow through, and I was like, okay, I'm in take profit mode. If we're not getting follow through on this second higher high, I'm looking for this to extend through the high of the day. If it doesn't do that, I'm going to be coming out. So the second FSLY trade I ended up nailing, and I came out right underneath 112.45. So FSLY, because I sized up so heavily on the first trade, it was only minus $66. Overall because of that first stop out. So that was the first trade of the day. Our next trade of the day was on Disney, and Disney, we had this nice good little pre-market or beginning of the market range, and right over here over 177.50 I went ahead and went long Disney with a stop loss just underneath 176.85. Boom, we get this nice good push up, and I was just looking for a little bit more out of Disney. Notice how we were making higher lows. I really should have came out underneath 178, but I really liked Disney, and I wanted Disney to extend through and probably push through up to at least through 181, 182-ish, and I just didn't get that. And Disney started to sell off, and this is along with the SPY. The SPY was going crazy, so SPY was dragging down the entire market. We're making higher lows, then we started to really break down. I actually went short the SPY just underneath 182, right underneath here, and I at least covered near the low of the day in a demand zone. So that was the SPY, but Disney ended up being a annoying stop out where I stopped out right underneath 176.60 because the trade just didn't work out, and boom, minus $54 on Disney. And then our next trade of the day was our worst trade of the day, and it was on Square. And it was only our worst trade of the day because of the size that I took. So Square, nice good higher lows into a flat top resistance. I really thought SQ had the chance to move up to at least 234. And so look, higher lows, higher lows, higher lows, flat top resistance, 229.32. I sized up into SQ right about here. Boom, we get this nice good push up, but it really wasn't, it didn't actually push up. This is just a shenanigans wick. A lot of some shenanigans, liquidity zone, maybe you know, some institutions manipulating the price up there. Couldn't get a fill. I had my actually take profit order right at 234. For some reason, it didn't fill. And then SQ, since I had such heavy size, boom, I had to stop out right underneath 228. So I gave it 2-point stop loss, and I've got 2 contracts. If it was just shares, that would have been a $200 loss, but or $400 loss, but instead minus $232 on SQ. So it was a little bit annoying, especially seeing SQ ripping after hours. So that was our biggest expense trade of the day. But whatever, SQ is better for investing and swing trading rather than day trading. That's my takeaway from it. So those are our worst trades of the day, but we did have some good trades. My best trade of the day was on Microsoft. I said on Microsoft, I really like Microsoft to break through the all-time highs if we're looking at the daily chart. Nice, good. We're coiling up and we're starting to break out on Microsoft. So Microsoft, I went ahead and went long right over here over 241.14. This nice little rally, and then we started to base on this little tail candle. And then on my stop on Microsoft, I want a little bit wider of a stop. I was just going to go with the stop underneath 240, and that was definitely the smart move because Microsoft did a nice good push, sold off along with the SPY, but since it was stronger, it was able to recover for the rest of the day. Nice good higher low trend, and once that higher low trend kind of broke underneath 242.73, right about there, once we broke the trend, I came out of Microsoft for a nice good $101 profit. So kind of helps the stats a little bit. So that recaps the day trading side of things. Our main swing trade was on APHA. If we were able to catch APHA, we talked about it in yesterday's video. This nice good bull flag, boom, nice good breakout. And we're still swing trading some little vertical spread over here. So be sure to learn about debit spreads to see what's going on right there. But APHA looking for a continuation, probably through to all-time highs, up to $20 a share. So that'll be APHA. Super exciting stuff. Looks really good on all the charts. A little bit extended up there. That's why I have my position size much lighter than when I first caught the breakout. So that's APHA. So net overall on the day, minus $260. You know, it's very manageable. We had fun doing it. Lots of other days have been much more profitable. This is well within the reason. This is what red days kind of should look like. It's a very manageable and easy red day for a weenie like me. So moving forward, I'm going to be working on the options for noobs video. I'm going to be working on intro videos, and I'm also working on the beginner courses since so many of you guys are asking for it. If there's demand for it, I'll be that supply and fill you guys up. So thank you for all your support, and I'll see you guys on the live stream. Be sure to comment if you enjoyed this, and be sure to subscribe. We're almost at 1,000 subscribers. That would be super fun to get before the end of the week. Alrighty, thanks for tuning in. See ya.